Welcome to Friday in our office, and it's Bourbon Day. It's not every Friday's Bourbon Day, but
it's most Fridays.
It's most Fridays, only because we use this as an opportunity to do a podcast. But we really use the podcast to have a little cocktail.
It's an excuse to have a bourbon, right?
Well,
the market's up today, so we're celebrating.
Very true.
Yeah.
We started seeing green today. We're not used to that.
Didn't know what that looked like anymore.
Yeah. So the interesting thing is last week, if you watched, we did we did Horse Soldier.
Yeah, we did the Horse Soldier.
And we only had 3 of us there. So this week, actually it was like 5 minutes ago, but we walked down the hall and we're like, Aaron, jump in here. So ironically enough, this is all 4 partners in this firm.
I was just thinking that's the first time that the 4 of us have ever been on one together.
Yep, we've never had all 4 of us on the same podcast together. So anyway, we thought it'd be cool to kind of celebrate the Friday afternoon. It's actually awesome outside. And hopefully no cars come flying down and hit that hump like it did during our podcast, because I get totally distracted. I have lots of squirrel moments on these things. But anyway, so today we are trying the Barrell Bourbon. I'm going to get that backwards.
And this is the New Year, right?
Yeah, this is New Year. So, Chris, why don't you tell us the story behind...
Well, okay, so first thing that I would notice... Miss Producer said she's going to add a picture in post-production, but if you can't see it, there's only about half the bottle has some in there. This is a client that came into our bourbon night. He brought this one. As you can see, it was well-liked because there was a lot of this bottle missing. He actually has moved, effective today, I believe. He's moving to South Carolina, and he left that bottle in our office, and he said, guys, please enjoy this.
Yeah.
I've had this. I'm telling you, this stuff is fantastic.
But the story behind it is the barrels are a little all different.
So
right?
Barrell, the company Barrell, every one of them I've had, and there's 5 or 6 different ones. Every one of them is great. They're a little on the pricey side. They're $75 to $100.
Yep.
They do all kinds of crazy combinations, and you get these different flavors. They're unlike any bourbon I've ever had, but every one that I've had was a big hit. Everybody likes it. Now, this one is my favorite that I've had so far. If I understand it correctly, and I know they distill in multiple states and then they blend it all together.
Yeah,
so
they do.
that story itself is unique. The New Year, they do a different version of this every New Year, and that's where the name comes from.
Okay.
Kind of like Old Forester does the birthday bourbon that Aaron's such a big fan of. It's a different one every year. This is kind of the same thing. It's the first New Year that I've ever had, but I'll tell you right now, I would buy this in a heartbeat. And this is around $100 a bottle.
And this is 2022.
Yeah, this is this year's version, correct?
Yeah. So, Aaron, have you ever had it?
Never had it.
No. Eric?
I've not, but it smells delicious.
It does smell pretty good.
It is. It's a little hot. It's 115.34
It's right
proof.
down your alley, right?
Yeah, I said this is in my world, but it's a little interesting that they go that descriptive.
It doesn't smell that hot, though.
No, it does. That's what I was going to say. It does not smell that hot at all. But that doesn't always mean what the taste is going to taste like. Because we've had some really hot smelling stuff. I always go back to the 3 Keys we did when we first started.
Yeah.
That stuff was like, whoa, knock your socks off. And it was actually pretty good. So
I'll tell you right now, the smell, there's all kinds of fruit in that smell. It really good. I'm wondering what it's like in that Glencairn. Is it even more intense?
Okay. Here's what I can tell you first sip.
That's it. Pour it up your nose.
Yeah, it is a good thing that Whitney is not tasting that, because we would see the shimmy shake like crazy.
The shiver factor would be a 10.
Oh my gosh. Because this is, boy, if you don't, woo, man, it is. This is potent.
But you have
You can smell it back there behind the cameras. No kidding. Wow.
I'm getting a lot of different tastes.
Yeah. This is complex.
Boy, it is, but woo, man.
Oh, that is. Now, see, to me, that is not 115 proof hot. The burn to it is not as high. I've had stuff that's lower proof than this with a lot more burn. But there is plenty of burn in this. But there's a lot going on in this.
Wow, that is.
Smoking.
I would agree, though. I do agree. It's hot, but I don't feel like it's 150.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't, I don't get a really bad burn in my...
It's not coming down my throat at all. It's staying in my mouth.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it, man.
And you know, I hear people on other bourbon podcasts and stuff that are super snobs about it, and they'll say, "Well, I'm getting little hints of clove, and I'm getting." Okay, I don't buy that. Here's what I am getting. I am getting a lot of fruit smell and flavor in it, in addition to the normal stuff. You know, the caramels and the vanillas that you normally get in bourbon, which I think is awesome. That's what makes this good.
See, this is what's so interesting about bourbon. And that's why there's a gazillion of them out there. We could do one a day for the next 100 years and probably never run out.
Oh yeah.
But the interesting thing is, these guys are saying that it's the smell is not that, but then the taste is good, but it's a little high. But the smell, to me, I thought this would be super smooth just smelling it, right?
It's not as smooth as it smells.
Right.
For sure.
No,
I
it's
actually
not.
take a taste. I can't drink it. I can't drink it. It just
I bet when you cut it,
Too hot?
well,
Like
neat.
too much burn?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, sorry,
all right.
neat.
Yeah.
I've got some ice in there, but I'm letting it chill down just because I need to let it chill down a lot and water down some. There's no way if somebody poured me, I couldn't finish it.
And see, once again,
it's
that's
kicking my
everybody
butt.
has a different palate.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this neat. If I remember correctly, I did like it better with just a little bit of water or a cube of ice in it. I'll remember here in a minute. But that's the beauty of bourbon. There's so many different ones, like you said. Try one every day. It takes years to get through them all.
I do like it better with the.
Did you like it better that way?
cube. Of course, I like mine on the rocks typically.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you right now, totally different taste now that I've cooled it down.
Oh gosh, yes, yes. Oh,
Completely
that's
different.
good.
Although I don't like it, I will say that. But it is way more tolerable. It is way more tolerable when it's chilled. Way more tolerable. That at first it was a punch in the gut. And this is a slap in the face, but it's still I don't care for it.
So,
Anyway.
a slap in the face is better than a punch in the gut.
I don't know which is
We
worse.
may have to test that sometime.
Yeah, I don't know which is worse.
And once again, to each his own. I think
Yeah.
this is absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
I mean, that is. I could drink this all the time, but you couldn't drink too much of it because this would definitely kick your butt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's well, that's it. Oh, and by the way, so Eric was telling us that he is actually. Have you had the peach?
yes.
Okay, yeah. So there's
They have several different flavor.
Yeah.
There's a peach version, which a lot of folks, if you're a bourbon snob, would say when you start to flavor bourbon, it's no longer bourbon. It's just like more of a cocktail kind of thing. But it is.
I don't know if there's if they flavored it with peach or if it just that's the flavor that comes out. I don't
That's
know.
kinda- that's kind of the flavor that comes. It's not like a
Oh, so
Jack.
it's not
It's not like an American honey
Oh,
type
okay.
deal.
All right.
or
I
it's
misunderstood.
It's not like.
Okay, I got it.
But through the
Whatever it is they
blend,
do, yeah.
because they blend several
Okay.
different barrels together. That's kind of the flavor that comes out, and so because they named it the Barrel Peach, right?
I can't remember. I think you're right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been a while since I've had it. It's been probably 6-9 months.
Yeah.
at
I got
least. But that was pretty good. Didn't have this kind of kick. This definitely has a kick. I like it. It smells a lot sweeter. When you mentioned this already. It smells a lot sweeter than it tastes for sure. And this isn't something I would drink too much of.
So now you see, now everybody's making fun of me because I don't like it. And he's like,
No, I'm saying because it'll hit you pretty fast.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's good.
yeah, I can't do
Oh
it.
yeah.
All right,
Aaron, what you got?
want to rate it?
Talk into the mic, man.
I'm going to give it a 6. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Not bad. Kind of right in the
All
middle.
right.
Okay. Eric, what about you?
I was thinking a 7.
7?
7 seems about right for me. I think I like it a little bit better chilled with the cube in it.
Yeah, the only way I could even begin to drink this one is on ice with probably a little Sprite in there, which I know.
Oh
no.
gosh. Oh.
Well, I'm just being honest.
The
We gotta be-
lightning bolts are going to
Hey,
start
At
coming
least go
down.
with the ginger ale.
Hey, I know. What have I always said?
Oh.
Don't mix it. I don't believe. Bourbon.
You know what?
This
I
one-
was at an event one time with the distiller over at Evan Williams downtown, and he was telling me that one of his guilty pleasures is to sit because he spends all day just doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
One of his guilty pleasures is to sit down and have bourbon and ginger ale.
Really?
That's
Now,
one of his.
I'll be real honest. Bourbon and ginger beer, I absolutely love that. A Kentucky Mule, some people call it. But I wouldn't put this bourbon in it.
I'm not putting this bourbon in anything. Being clear. All right, I'm going 4.5. That's
Wow.
I can't do it.
Wow.
That's high, though, for you, I think. If the way you've been selling this thing, I would say I was expecting like a 2. So
I'm being generous.
So we got what'd you say, a 6?
I said a 6, yeah.
Eric?
I said 7.
7?
With
Four.
the ice cube.
4.5.
4.5.
And I'm going to be real honest with cutting it either with an ice cube or just a few drops of water. I'm like 8.5. But I really like the high proof flavored type stuff. I like the complexity. This is great.
And how in the world are we partners? I have
No
absolutely
kidding.
no idea. But, no. All right. So anyway, so real quick, this is the four of us make up this group right here behind us. Family Playing Partners. So we actually have another podcast. I think we mentioned this before. Oh, by the way, our phone number, if you're sort of watching it, Mr. Producer, you're going to throw it up there. It's 502-200-5210. 5214 is actually my number. Sorry, 5210.
Call Brian. Yeah.
No, because I don't want anybody from Barrell Bourbon calling me saying, "Why you give us a 4.5?" Because it's not that good. But anyway, call and Miss Whitney will take your request for bourbon, or if you want to come and see us, because we also do financial planning. We also have two more. We actually have another podcast called The Money Puzzle that we produce every week. We also have a TV show that is called The Money Puzzle. It comes on every Saturday morning on our ABC affiliate here in Louisville, WHAS, at 10:30 on Saturday mornings. And if you are not local, make sure you go to our website. You can catch all of our other podcasts. And you can go to YouTube and Google The Money Puzzle, or you can
You could go to YouTube and Google The Money Puzzle.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is so bad I can't speak now. It's got my tongue all messed up. I can't even talk now.
And now you know why we usually pass this over to Eric to finish it up, because you and I cannot do
That's
this.
true. You know what I'm trying to say. You can search us, okay? Put it that way. Just search The Money Puzzle. Search Bourbon, Burgers and Bourbon, although we're trying to change the name of it. But anyway, we appreciate you guys following. We get your comments. We get your likes. We see all that. We appreciate you guys. And usually, ironically enough, when we produce this on Fridays, we'll get 700 to 1,000 impressions of folks that want to watch our bourbon podcast. So we're doing something right, I guess. But anyway, if you got any comments about how we can make either show any better, make sure you let us know. Otherwise, I'll send it over to Eric, and he can sign us off for another week.
Yep.
Way.
Make sure you go to AOL and Google us there as well.
AOL. He's speaking our languge now.
Use the Google and do that.
Insert the CD that you get in the mail, and find us that way. I'm dating myself.
Wow.
Postcards.
We're going to start talking about telegraphs here in a minute.
I hope there's nobody younger than me listening to this, because they won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, find us on YouTube. Click that red subscribe button. Be the first to hear about any content that we post as we post it. If you'd like to leave a comment or leave a review, we would greatly appreciate that as well. Share our content with anybody that you think might find it relevant, fun, or interesting. Once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And join us next week.